Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and welcome to show and tell number 36. So, our movers start tomorrow. I don't know how long it's going to take me to upload this, because stuff and things. I did pre-film a couple things. I'm pre-filming a couple things today, so my filler content will be able to be uploaded as we're transitioning over the next 3 weeks. Our closing date's still scheduled for September 3rd on the new house. So from the 3rd to probably the 6th, unless I post something to my community tab, you probably won't hear anything from me. I got a lot of things done this week. We had the home inspection. Good news. The new house looks great. There's some minor things. It is a newer home. This one is 40 years old. The new house is 13 years old. So, yeah, it's in a lot better condition. It doesn't need as much stuff done to it. But yeah, the people we're buying the house from seem absolutely fantastic. They seem to really want to make this transition exceptionally smooth for us, and they really seem to want to ensure that we have everything that we need to transition to a new state and a new county and everything else. So I'm really excited. He's already taken care of some of the things that showed up on the inspection report, just because those are safety hazard kind of things. So I'm actually really kind of excited. I did start taking measurements for the craft room. So while we're in the hotel, we will be staying in an extended stay hotel for the next 2 weeks. I'll have time to sit down and start working on some storage solution plans. I will probably do an IKEA craft room just because it's cheap, quick, and easy. And I'll be living within half an hour of an IKEA now. So I will probably go ahead and do it. Well, it'll be 45 minutes, I think. If I take 485 up, it'll be, yeah. So if you're in the Charlotte area, you know what I'm talking about. I will be in Union County, which is just south of Mecklenburg County, which is where Charlotte is. I don't have a Charlotte address. I will be getting a P.O. box, though, over the next couple weeks, and I will have that tag down below. That will be dedicated to me, my stuff, and you guys. So I'm kind of excited about that. So yeah, I'll be, like I said, I'll be in Union County, and actually my brother-in-law and his wife, they just moved to Union County from a more northern part of Charlotte, so we actually get to see them a lot more. I see high school football games in our future. Kind of exciting. Yeah. So I still have a list of about 30 items I need to get done today after I'm done filming. I'm still working on packing most of my yarn so I can find it until we get transitioned. I'll spin y'all around here so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah. So you can see all those empty cubes there. I am not taking those with me. I hope that didn't give any of y'all motion sickness. Those are the cube storage from Michael's. They've worked out great for here. They worked out great in our last house because they were in the closet. But I would really like to go vertical and stack them and get, 6 to 8 feet worth of storage. And I would not recommend stacking the Michael's Recollections cube storage. So I will be replacing those with probably some IKEA cubes. Plus, I really like the larger cubes of the IKEA one. I have an IKEA Calyx in the next room that I use to hold all of my home decor, holiday craft stuff, building pieces, things like that. So I will be repurposing that for the craft room almost immediately. But yeah, we're down to less than 24 hours. The movers start packing. I need to finish getting that stuff into plastic bins and totes so I can see what I have, find what I need once we get into the house. Like I said, it'll probably be, maybe I can get started in December. I don't have high hopes of really getting started before November at best, though, in getting furniture into that room beyond the tables that I will be moving. And I probably won't move both of those into the craft room. I'll probably only put one in the craft room and have one out in the office area down there, or not office, living room area. It's kind of like a game room bonus room with a kitchenette, and then the guest room and the craft room on this side, and then upstairs is the traditional house stuff. You will be getting a house tour at some point. I might try to film something when we close that morning. Otherwise, it might be a little while. I might try to film something like around the moving and them trying to get our furniture and stuff in. I know it's interesting, but at the same time, I'm generally spending those days running around with my hair poofed out to here, going, that's really about it on the life updates. Hello, Curzon. Are you going to curl up in the basket, or are you going to try to play with me? Let's see if I can actually pick him up. There you go. Yes. Oh, he's so big. So y'all see Pippin all the time, but Curzon almost never comes near the camera. Just right, he doesn't. He's my big sweet boy. He 100% adopted me. Yes, say he's a mommy's boy. Pippin loves everybody, but Curzon is my baby. He's like, yeah, put me down. Get in the basket. There you go, baby. There you go. Me sweet Bezor. Yes, you are. Anyway, like I said, I actually got a lot of crocheting done this week. We had driving and everything else that we were doing, so I actually spent a lot of time crocheting. And update on the premiere sale. I did buy a whole bunch of stuff. It is in Becky from Funny Farm Crochet's car. I will down below get some form of some of the pictures we took. We met Cinnamon Stitches. We met with Amanda over at Undercover Yarn Snob. We had lunch with her, which was fantastic to finally get to meet her in person. She's actually wearing one of her sweaters, and it was so cute. And Becky and I didn't scare her away with our hyperactive weirdness. But yeah, so I will maybe do some sort of kind of haul after we get situated in the house. That would be a great filler video to fill in while I don't really have a whole lot that I can show you. But yeah, she went ahead and held that and our mutual Lion brand order. We had a big group of friends, about 10 people, split 7 cases of yarn from the Lion brand. Yeah, 7. So she's got 40 balls from the Lion brand order for me, that are cupcakes. And then she's also got my 5 trash bags with Premier yarn in it. Now they're not all 5 stuffed full, but they're 5 trash bags worth of yarn that I got there. So yeah, but it will have to, instead of bringing it home and just cluttering up what's left of my space here, I figured it was just easier because I'm going to see her again on October 6th. She's coming to pick up those cube storages for another friend, and we're planning a trip to Tennessee to see her on the 12th. So, actually, it'll be, I know for sure it's supposed, I know Becky and Karen from KB Fibers are going for sure. I'm going to try to go just because we'll be in the middle of the move. I don't know what's going to happen yet. But yeah, so the 12th of October, I'll be doing that. But yeah, so she's going to bring my yarn on the 6th when she picks up the storage units, and we're going to go from there. Anyway, it's like 10 minutes of me just verbal diarrhea all over the place. Ironically, get my lip gloss off of there. I am using my North Carolina mug today. And just for the record, a couple of people have said, oh, how exciting, new place. This will be my 3rd time living in Charlotte now. I lived there as a child. I went to college just south of there and worked actually at South Park Mall. I'm originally from North Carolina. I was born in Lexington. So if you watch Knit Pearl Squirrel with Granny D, she actually lives in kind of a suburb to the Winston-Salem, Lexington area. But that's where I'm from, is Lexington, North Carolina originally. But I've lived all over North Carolina. We lived in Raleigh, Lexington, Charlotte, Mocksville. So this is actually kind of more going home for me, whereas Troy is actually from Columbia. So, finished objects. I did not bring any whips up here because I figured between yakking and finished objects. So this is my basic increase shawl. I did get this finished. I had to leave a day early for the premiere sale because we were doing the home inspection. So I actually finished this when I got to the hotel room because I had just sitting waiting time. But yeah, you can see where it switches from garter stitch to stockinette stitch at random. Now this one is a deeper V. When I block it out, it'll be more scarf shaped. I don't know what that was. Some of the cats or something downstairs. I guess Pippin's playing downstairs. When I block it out, it'll be more scarf shaped. I'm going to stretch it wider versus the point being so deep. I do have some more of this yarn in another colorway. This one is increasing in the second stitch every row. So slip one so you have a nice, a nice edge there. Nice consistent edge. And then knit in the front and back of the second stitch and do your whatever stitch you're doing across. And all that's hidden in the 4 garter stitches here. That's why the shawl actually doesn't roll on the sides, is I've got the garter stitch border on it. So for the next one, I'm actually going to increase. It'll be a double increase. I'll do a knit in the front and back of the second stitch and the next to the last stitch. And it'll get wider rather than deeper. And I will compare the two for you and show you the difference in the style. I've got to keep things separated so I can take my yarn bingo card with me and do a yarn bingo wrap up at the end. But yeah, so I got that done. No interesting notes there. I took cotton with me. So the rest of this is actually cotton projects. I haven't been doing as many of those as I was a couple months back, but so this is it's all sorts of wonky, pulled every which way. It's another dishcloth where I just did a row of half double, row of single, row of half double, row of single. This is using the Lion brand Re-Up. I will try to do a short video discussing that, but this is the color Raspberry. That's the ball band for it. The next one I worked on was a diagonal, and it's also pulled every which way but right. Diagonal garter stitch. So I knit with it and purled with it so I could discuss both. And this colorway is Lime. If I don't get the video up for some reason discussing how I thought about it, I actually kind of liked it, but it works more like linen. That's the short of it. I had enough leftovers that I did another dishcloth. This one I started with 10 single crochets in the center. I did half doubles for the green for, 3 rows. Did a row of singles, still increasing, 3 rows of the green, 2 rows of the singles, 3 rows of the green, and then a final round of singles. So, super duper basic. And it just uses the basic 2 in every stitch. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. Yeah. This one is actually a pattern. The other ball of yarn that I took up with me was another ball of the Red Heart Creme de la Creme. Only some of these have their ends woven in, by the way. Like, I didn't finish weaving in ends before sitting down to do this. I figure I'll take that to the hotel with me. Nope, that's the Circle Dishy. This is what's now on the Yarnspiration website, because Red Heart was bought by Spin Right, which is who owns Yarnspirations. But this is the Red Heart Bouquet Dishcloth by Michelle Max. And it is a free pattern. It does actually lay flat, but it's been folded. It's sitting in my bag from where I brought it home. But they have it displayed where they're cinched like this in a bowl. And you just pull out one that you need, which I thought was super adorable. Still really actually kind of enjoyed working with Creme de la Creme. It's very, very soft brushed cotton. So got that one done. And I lost the ball band again. So I don't know what colorway I used. The next thing I did was a maple leaf doily. And this is using Knit Picks Dishy and Cabin Multi. I had 2 little half ball scraps left over from the dishcloths I did earlier this year with it. But this is like super cute. The pattern is by Sarah Satch. There is a minor defect in the pattern though. When you come up this last round, there's supposed to be a picot stitch in this single, just like there are in these others. And for some reason, she does not write the picot for the first side, but she does write the picot for the second side. So I decided, since I didn't realize it till I was like way over here, to skip the picot and just make it match this end, which I think looks fine. I mean, if I hadn't said anything, you'd never know. But if you do, the links, once again, if there is a pattern, the links will be down below. But that is by Sarah Satch. So if you decide to do that pattern, just be aware that you either need to remember to put the picot in the first section, and she's got it brilliantly grouped out. You either need to add a picot exactly where it is on the other points on the leaf, or when you get around to the last single crochet side, skip the picot. Oh, actually, I forgot about this. So this was a half ball of sugars and cream and raspberry basic circle crochet dishcloth. I also had enough leftovers from what I've been working with recently to do 7 scrubbies. I've only got 6 of them up here. There is a 7th one floating around downstairs, I guess. Guess I forgot to bring that up with me. Nope, here it is. So yeah, I got 7 little face scrubbies done. I'm already at 17 minutes, but we're to the last pattern. I still had more of the dishy left over. And I was thinking, because for the maple leaf, I was thinking it'd be perfect for like putting a little candle or a candlestick down on it. But I kind of would want something to toss around it. And once again, I went to the Yarn Bingo to get ideas, and fall garland is one of the things that's on there. It took me a while to find one that I really liked. I wanted something that kind of resembled like acorns on a string. But I found this. It's called Love That Popcorn Garland by crochetandmore.com. I'm not sure who writes that website, so I couldn't come up with the designer. But I had never done love knots before, which is what the chain is made up of. Pippin, really? Where did you find this? Stealing my yarn. Your troubles. He ran off with a cake of Ferris wheel the other day. And I literally had to chase him through the house to get it back. Anyway, so I'd never done love knots, which was a new stitch. That was kind of cool. And then the bobble stitch in between. But it's exactly what I wanted. And I got about 6 feet with what was left. It was also build as you go. So it wasn't like chain a certain amount and then go. You can see where the 2 balls. So this is actually my start after I did the maple leaf. And this is the other piece of scrap. If you had a whole thing of cotton, like just a standard like 2.5 ounce ball of cotton, 3 ounce ball of cotton, you could probably get closer to 8 to 10 feet of this. And it took like no time whatsoever to work this up. So it was very mindless. You get into the pattern and repetition very easily. But yeah, so I was thinking like, I put something down on the maple leaf, and then if I have like a taller candlestick or something, I can run the garland around it. So that was my thinking on that. I actually really like the way it came out. I just still need to tack in my ends there. But yeah, that's all my finished objects. And we're already at 20 minutes. So I'm going to have to go ahead and sign off and tell you guys that I love you. But, that's what's, updates on the move in life and what I got done so far. I might have some short, like 5-10 minute videos that I just kind of pop in over the course of the next couple weeks. Because there will be a lot of stuff going on that I can share. But while I'm in the apartment, I also will have nothing to do but knit and crochet. Because I'm not going to have a house or laundry or anything else to worry about. So take care, you guys. I love you. I will see you guys really, really soon. Questions, comments, I will have access to my computer and stuff, so I will be answering questions as they come up. So take care. And I will see you real soon. Bye, guys. Wave, Becky. The lines and lines and lines of people. All that yarn we're not allowed to touch up there. And here we find the filming wackadoos of the yarn stores.
Y'all, I got recognized for the first time. It was my